episode. Good old filthy podcast. Good
Another
old.
week of filthiness.
Yep. We've dug up some filthy articles. We've dug up some things. Um. What was I gonna say? Yeah. Before we do get into these articles, I'd like to take a moment of silence. Why is nothing working on my end anyway? What is going on right now? Why are you being such a bitch right now? Excuse me?
I have the music ready.
Well, give me a minute because I'm having some technical difficulties on my end, and I don't know why this is not doing what I want it to do.
Oh.
Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. Alrighty. Yes, so let's have a moment of silence for a bear that killed a donkey. What a sad day. Here at Filthy Podcast, we do care. You have anything to say for the donkey?
For the donkey that was eaten by a bear.
Yeah.
He was such a happy donkey.
Yep.
Every day he would run up to the fence and greet me, and I would give him a handful of hay. Just a little bit. More than he was supposed to have because he was on a diet, but god damn it, I love that donkey. Right. And that donkey loved me. And then that bear just came along one day and he just took the donkey and he tore it up like a savage animal. And I sat there trying to stitch up the pieces, but it wouldn't work, Eric. It wouldn't work. He was lost. Rest in peace, donkey.
Yes, rest in peace. But let's get past this and let's get on to our first article for this weekend.
Indeed.
But first, on a positive note, let's just say that bear got one nice piece of ass.
God damn it. One nice piece of donkey ass.
Yes, guys, the puns are real.
The puns are too real.
Yep.
So
just hit home. They just hit home.
So for our first article, there was somehow at a 7-Eleven, some piss was microwaved. I don't know what kind of disgusting 7-Eleven this is.
It's in Oregon. Oregon? Yeah, Oregon something. I don't know. What the fuck?
Just like, what the fuck, man? How does piss end up in a microwave at a 7-Eleven? What was there just one guy who you know, his lunch break was not for another hour and he really had to pee, so he just took one of the cups there and just goddamn. And this urine also made the microwave explode, so that's nice.
Well, according to the article, police believe because pot is legal from this place, and the police think the reason why was to pass a drug test. So warm up clean pee to pass the test, and they said it was a mix of hand warmers and microwaves. Yeah, it did not feel warm enough. So yeah.
They put hand warmers in a microwave?
Yep. So they could pass the drug test. That's what the cops are speculating, according to this article.
Wow.
I mean, I guess that's one way to do it. I mean, fuck. Yeah.
Like, I would think microwaving the piss by itself would be enough. Why the fuck do you gotta throw hand warmers in there too?
I don't know, but yeah, it says the chemical makeup of the hand warmer did not agree with the microwave and exploded.
Wow.
And it says police plan to check the security cameras to find their suspect. That person better hope they weren't scheduled for a drug test by the government, because that would really narrow down the list of potential perpetrators. That's kind of funny.
The extremes that people go to, right?
Right. I guess, if you gotta go, you want to keep your job and shit. I mean, why do you keep smoking pot? I mean, I know it's like, legal there, but you gotta make the money. I mean, now if they find you, man, you're gonna be paying a lot more. I mean, I don't even know what that would be considered. I don't even know, like, what, like, grounds does it deserve you? Like, if you might blow up a microwave in a store, like, it doesn't really say much in the article.
Well, it sounds like it was the hand warmers itself that blew up the microwave.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, like, what kind of charges would you get charged for? That's what I'm trying to say. I couldn't hear fucking English today
like, at all. Probably destruction of property or something, because I'm pretty sure that microwave probably exploding might have damaged a couple other things around it, like maybe the wall or something. And plus, I can't even imagine the fucking smell.
Or the mess.
The mess and the smell. Like, I can't imagine microwaved piss actually smells that amazing. It probably has to smell fucking terrible.
Oh, absolutely. I don't know.
Just Jesus Christ.
So, I guess the lesson learned from this article is don't do drugs if you gotta work. And don't
microwave your piss.
Exactly.
With hand warmers, especially. And you know what? Also, don't microwave your piss. That probably smells terrible.
Or at least do it at your own house. Ruin your own microwave. At least this way you won't get jail time. Like that's like another thing too. Is like, if you knew you're gonna get drug tests, why didn't you use your microwave at home and skip all the charges now you're gonna get with whatever those charges may have?
There are much easier solutions to get cleaned out than warming your piss
in the public. I don't know.
Like some guy told me, you drink 2 gallons of water, and then you'll have to pee really bad, and that'll flush everything out of your system. I don't know if it's true, but I've heard that from a couple people, and that sounds very much preferable to microwaving your damn piss at work.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. Other than congratulations, and I hope it was worth it.
I mean, he probably has some kind of fine now, by the least.
I don't know. It's still, like, the way it was, like, in the article, it sounds like they're still looking for this person, supposedly. So, I guess let's just call him for now Piss Bandit on the run.
Piss Bandit on the run.
Yep. But I guess this is where we're going to leave it at, and on to a positive story. This one is called The Zoo Penguin in Love with, I'm not going to butcher names, anime character. This one's quite interesting. And I'm going to let you talk more about this because you do watch more anime than I do, so you have a little better field on this.
Well, I think one thing that we could learn from the article for sure is that penguins have waifus too. And this penguin has found his own waifu that he loves. It's a very romantic story. I actually don't know shit about the character or the series it's from though. So I don't know how much I could say about that. But you know, the penguin from the article is 20 or something. I have no idea how like old that is in relation to human beings. Actually, you know, how long do penguins live? Because I have no idea.
I don't know either. I do not know.
But yeah, like this penguin, whose name is Grape.
What an awesome name.
Is the zoo staff for some reason decided to put the fucking anime character cutout in there. And Grape is the only one that actually pays attention to it and gives a shit. So apparently he just looks at this thing for hours at a time. He's like fascinated by this anime character. And I'm like not sure why either. Because he's the only penguin in this pen that gives a shit about it.
Yeah, and apparently he was spending according to this article, rumors started spreading saying that Grape was skipping mealtime to stare at the character cutout, and that may be why the net was used. So they put a net, around him or away from her so he couldn't sit there because apparently he was constantly staring at it for God knows how long.
He was so obsessed with this anime character he wasn't fucking eating.
Apparently, I guess.
I gotta say that is hardcore.
It really is.
That's pretty damn hardcore.
Mm-hmm. I guess if this article is going to teach you, I guess you can find love anywhere. Let it be either a robotic doll that you built or a cardboard cutout. I mean, love comes in every shapes and forms, I guess, if you want to take anything from this article. And if you do not know what we're talking about, listen to our third podcast. You'll see some weird shit. Some guy made a robot and teaching it how to talk. Really very weird. So yeah, definitely check out that if you have not yet. Am I correct?
Indeed. We talked about a Chinese man in the third episode that built a robot for him to marry and love forever.
Well, I'm so glad, Grape, that you found love for a cardboard cutout. So I guess this will lead into our next article. I will have to say, this next article, I give this man 100 props. I'm sorry. But yeah, the next article we're going to be talking about is paramedic suffering heart attack drives himself to the hospital. So just remember, this man, knowing he had a heart attack, he was able to drive himself to the hospital while having this heart attack.
Which, is dangerous as fuck. Because I think you can pass out during heart attacks. So, I'm glad him driving to the hospital didn't turn into a tragic car accident as well. But yeah, I just gotta say, how badass is it that when you're having a heart attack, you're driving yourself to the hospital?
And he was 52 years old.
Yeah, he's a pretty old guy too. And he drove himself to the hospital during a heart attack.
And it says in the article, trying to save my heart muscle, I took myself in the ambulance to the hospital and rang the doorbell and told them I had chest pains. Like, this motherfucker is a badass. Sir, you're just a badass. It's crazy. I guess maybe he knew it. Maybe his adrenaline was rushing because I've dealt with an incident where I've dealt with adrenaline, and let me tell you, that shit is fucking crazy. Um, I ended up a couple years ago, getting my hand into a table saw and mangled up one finger, cut one finger down to the bone, and just nicked the third finger. And let me tell you, there's blood everywhere, but in between that, the adrenaline and everything else just running through you. It's a weird feeling. Like, there's no way to describe it. But congratulations, man. Congratulations. I'm glad you lived. Any other remarks on this article?
Yeah, I just guessed that the adrenaline is what made it so he was able to even get in the car and drive.
Yeah, I don't know. But whatever he did, he lived, and congratulations. I hope your health is doing really well. And thank you for saving other people's lives because you're a paramedic. Thank you.
Very respectable man.
Yep. Absolutely. I have no other comments or regrets for this man other than good job. I give you a thumbs of approval. Oh boy. Yeah, so our next article again has to do with pee in a most unusual way.
Oh man.
And he's facing accordingly what is it? I don't know what he's being accused of. I just had it in my head. Oh God, why do English today is not felony. Any type of bodily fluids thrown on a public servant is harassment. It's a felony 3.
But yeah, there was this student at a high school, I think, who pissed in a cup. Who pissed in a cup and gave it to his teacher. Yeah, and his teacher was probably very disgusted at this event. Because who wouldn't be pissed and disgusted if somebody fed them pee?
I don't know. All I do know is apparently the superintendent put this comment out saying, unfortunately, students will make poor decisions at times. These poor choices sometimes occur within our schools. They are considered as a joke, dare, something funny, etc. The district cannot keep all poor decisions from happening on our campus, but we will follow strict policies so there are consequences and something resolved for those who choose to make bad decisions at school. And apparently, when the 16-year-old returned to the classroom, he gave the pink cup back to his teacher and asked her how far she would go and what would she drink if she was out somewhere trying to survive. Said Police Chief Roger. The teacher then took a sip from the cup and said the water tasted funny. So good for you, student. Good for you. So, I mean... No, go ahead. Sorry.
I was just going to say, good for you for getting a felony.
And again, what leads up to this? Like, what was going through this guy's mind?
I don't know. I mean, he's a 16-year-old in high school.
Like, it doesn't even seem like the teacher was a dick or anything. It's just
like these decisions are usually not well thought out.
Quite
when
clearly.
You're in high school.
I don't know.
I don't know. There's plenty the article doesn't tell you, but either way, whether the teacher was an asshole or not, pissing into a cup is not the way to go. And, as for the response from the superintendent, I think that's pretty fair to say.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can't control everything that students do all the time, unfortunately.
I don't know. Well, like I said, in the end, if anything comes from this article, even if it sounds funny, don't do it. Think before you do it. Just remember, kids, just think before you do something, because you may regret it, and it may not end well for you.
Yeah, you may have a felony. Or be charged with something else.
Sorry. But the funny part is, imagine having this when you're trying to work and you have a felony. You know how fucking funny this would be? Like, I know it's terrible, don't get me wrong, but again, this is the Filthy Podcast where everything we talk about is just terrible. But just imagine you're a worker, because usually a lot of places do background checks. Just imagine coming this up on your record. How fucking stupid are you gonna look?
Well, I don't know how detailed those records are, but wouldn't it just say, I don't think those things go into details. They just tell you the charge.
Depending. Some do, actually.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, it would be, it would look pretty bad if you're going to some job that requires a background check and they've read that in high school you peed in a teacher's cup.
And the other thing, too, is if you're facing a felony, that means you're going to end up getting arrested and shit. There's going to be a lot more charges, I believe. Again, I don't know the police officer, nor am I a lawyer. All I'm saying is if you get a felony, it's not going to look good. You might actually have to spend some jail time in jail. So again, you pretty much fucked your whole life up. Congratulations. I hope that decision was worthy of that. Enjoy, sir. Enjoy. But yeah, let's roll into the next article. And again, this has got to do with school and teachers. Apparently some Chinese kindergarten teacher is jabbing hypodermic needle into misbehaving pupils.
Hey, you said it right.
I can actually somewhat English today, can I?
Somewhat.
Somewhat, pretty much.
Yeah, it looked like it was a Chinese kindergarten teacher. That was right. But yeah, this teacher was jabbing hypodermic needles into misbehaving students in his kindergarten class, of all things. Yeah, he used this needle to scare some kids who refused to take their fucking naps in the afternoon. Imagine that as a punishment for not wanting to take a nap. You get a needle just shoved in your fucking neck or something.
And the thing is, honestly, I don't understand this. Like, how hard is taking a nap, dude? When I was in that kind of school when there was nap time and shit, I took that shit, dude. Sleeping on those mats were amazing. I'm not gonna lie. But the most fucked up part that I will say, okay, he was fined 500 yuan or yin. How do you say it? It's YUAN. Yin?
I don't even know how to say that shit, dude.
I'm probably.
But anyway, it was the equivalent to $73 US.
Could you even imagine if this was over here in the United States? You know how you'd get felonies, you get more like money.
You would be banned from teaching children ever again.
Right? And the other thing it says here too, it says the teacher jabbed the pupils but did not inject anything into their bodies, police said. It doesn't matter, you're passing around diseases and all kinds of shit. But he was detained for 10 days and fined $500, which again is $73 in US. for causing intentional injury. Another teacher at the kindergarten, surnamed Fan, was also dealt with by local education department, according to police statement, but it did not say whether Fan also jabbed the pupils. Sean's punishment drew criticism online as many interviewers thought the teacher got off too lightly. Absolutely. I agree with that.
Detained for only 10 days and like $73
So
of
basically,
a fine?
sorry.
That's kind of like a a slap on the wrist, don't you think?
Pretty much. That's what I was just gonna say. It's just you just basically got away with fucking a felony. This is the kind of shit that deserves a fucking felony, not $73. What the fuck?
I don't know anything about the law in China, but if that shit happened here, it would be a lot worse. Just that person's career with children would be over. And they would get way more than 10 fucking days.
But again, we don't know the culture. We don't know their standards. We don't know how it works over there. I mean, maybe we're in the wrong. Maybe this is just how it is over there. I don't know. But if we were predicting how it would be over here, you'd literally get a list of everything. Fat fucking list.
Fat list.
Yep. Some people don't like, honestly, this is worse than pissing in your teacher's cup while she drinks it. And that got a felony. But this man got a charge of $73 and a slap on the wrist, basically.
And this is kindergarten kids. That's like, I don't know, that's gotta just traumatize some of them a little bit.
I don't know, man.
I wouldn't be surprised if some of them have an extreme fear of needles after that.
And well, okay then.
Ignore that.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, it's just ridiculous what some people can get away with and some people can't. It's not even like the kids were doing anything bad. They just weren't taking a nap. Like, that's no big deal. It's not justified to stab children with needles.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know, man. But I guess let's lead into our next article. Oh, Lord. I don't even want to re-auction, Lord. Let's just put it this way. Florida man bitten on tongue by rattlesnake after trying to kiss venomous reptile. You can lead on this one.
All right. Well, did the article say if this man died or not?
Well, I'm assuming he survived.
Because he has to have a pretty big boo-boo after that. You know?
The married father was airlifted to the hospital in critical condition. In a statement Wednesday, his family told News Jack that he was doing a lot better than expected to survive. He was put in a coma and was not supposed to wake up for days, it read. He woke up and is signing with his hands. So, yeah.
My thoughts are, why are you kissing snakes, dude?
Ron was just acting silly, I guess he said he could kiss the devil and get away with it. But it definitely he didn't. In a 911 call, a female was heard frantically telling the dispatcher that it was bleeding from the mouth.
Huh.
And he says he knows how to handle the venomous creatures.
Clearly not.
He awoke next morning to find his neighbor Ron playing with the snake. Told the outlet that tried to... Oh, God. I don't know. No, Joff. I guess Joff. And I guess apparently his neighbor told, basically, yeah, it's crazy. I don't know.
So, the guy who got bitten is not the one that knew how to handle the snakes, correct?
Correct.
It was his friend that did this.
Yeah, or neighbor, I think. I'm not sure, but I that's what I would assume. It sounded like, this guy that knew what he was doing, found the snake and put it in the tank outside his home, and he awoke the next morning to find his neighbor, which again I'm supposing this is Ron that we're looking at right now on the picture, and apparently, he tried kissing. Yeah. So yeah, basically his neighbor caught a snake. This idiot decided, oh, I'm gonna kiss the fucking snake.
Like, I really don't know what to say, except why the fuck are you trying to kiss dangerous animals?
And the thing is, that guy, he doesn't look like a stupid person either. He actually doesn't look like he's got some smarts, but maybe he was on drugs, maybe he was drinking that day. I mean, there's so many different factors into this thing that we're never gonna really know. I mean, I'm just really glad he actually survived,
I
and
don't know, smart people can make dumb decisions sometimes.
I guess. I mean, would you kiss a snake?
Fuck no.
Exactly.
I wouldn't even want to walk near a snake.
True that. And the other thing is, I wonder if he won't ever be able to talk, because isn't rattlesnake poison, like, isn't the poison of a snake like really bad? Like it can like eat away your flesh and shit, or I'm thinking of a different critter. I might be talking about a
I
different
don't
critter.
know shit about snakes. I would not be able to correct you on that at all.
I don't know. I'm interested now.
But like, I don't know. I imagine whatever how bad the venom is, he'll be able to have some functionality with his tongue eventually.
Uh, uh, I'm not sure.
Well, anyway,
Anyway, sorry.
here's what we learned from this article.
hmm
Don't kiss fucking snakes.
And if you, and like the other article we were talking about, I think it was the last episode, the third episode, where we were talking about a guy or a girl that took a picture with an alligator. Or was it an alligator or a crocodile? I think it was an alligator.
I think it was an alligator too.
Was it? Yeah, that's what I thought too. But yeah, if you guys don't know that story, again, go check out the third episode. It's quite entertaining.
Wasn't it a couple doing that?
I think it was just one person. I think it
No, it
was
was
just
a
that.
couple and they were squatting next to it or something.
I don't remember, but again, if you want pictures or kiss, just Photoshop, guys. Just pay the Photoshop, because at the end it'll cost less.
Because, one could cost you your life, and that's pretty expensive.
Nope. Well, sir, we're sorry, but we're not sorry at the same time. You're a dumbass. But moving on. Next article is from a woman climbs balconies to attack neighbor. Okay. So basically, as he's pulling up the picture, so apparently she was throwing things in the hallway, when her downstairs neighbors, went upstairs and asked her, to stop, they were making a lot of noise, nothing bad. And then they returned to, he returned to his apartment, and well, then she became enraged. She climbed, down the balcony onto the balcony on the downstairs apartment. Went into the apartment through the sliding glass door. She attacked him and hit him in the arm with what appeared to be a metal arm of a chair. And after the assault, did not know how seriously the victim was injured. There have been no previous issues between the residents. The police said, with a home invasion and assault and battery with a dangerous weapon and malicious destruction of property worth more than $250. She's being held on bail at the police station. She's scheduled to be arraigned in district court on Tuesday. But again, this is probably an old article, but So basically, a stupid thing, just neighbors going, "Hey, can you please stop? You're making too much noise." And then you got this bitch that just starts scaling shit and fucking what the fuck?
Like it, it has to be something. She had to have been pissed about something pretty crazy for her to start scaling the balconies of her apartment building.
Yeah, it's nuts. Like honestly, like it wasn't even anything bad that you're like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, why would you beat your neighbor with a fucking thing when he didn't even yell at you. He just said, hey, nicely, can you stop throwing a tantrum or whatever. But no, this bitch just gotta go up there and beat him with an arm. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. Um, you got anything else to say about it? I mean,
Just like you gotta wonder what set off this woman to begin with, because she was already pissed about something. Obviously, when she asked her to stop making noise, because she was throwing shit down the hallway. Was clearly already pretty angry. The only thing I'm wondering is, like, maybe it was a bad breakup and she was, throwing all his shit out in the hallway. Maybe it was that.
and like I said, it's all speculations. I mean, I do not know. It doesn't say in the article
Yeah, the
what.
article doesn't say what she was originally pissed off about,
Yeah.
but it's gotta be something pretty big.
Yep. Well, if there's anything to take from this article, don't be a stupid bitch. Just don't. If you live in an apartment complex and your neighbors ask you to quiet down calmly because God knows what happened on your day, don't take it on your neighbors. Just leave and go get some fresh air. This next one is bizarre. I never heard of it before, but assuming it's real. Um, Women become professional cuddler and earn 65 pounds an hour, hugging strangers. And I did look up, it's British pounds. It's equivalent to our dollars, $84, rounded up because it's 83.82. So I'm just gonna round it up to 84. But yeah, basically making $84 an hour hugging strangers.
I feel like I've heard of people like this before. Like I think some of this shit has been on TV. I don't know if this specific person is the same fucking one.
I don't know.
But apparently her philosophy behind it is that some people have not felt like human touch or something in so long that they pay to get that with someone. It's nothing. It's not supposed to be anything sexual. You're just laying in a bed hugging or something.
And then on top of the article, it says Janet becoming a part-time cuddler in August of last year now earns up to 1,200 a week after demand for her service went through the roof. And now that's again pounds. Now in U.S. dollars, that's $1,547.40. So she makes that a week. I mean, good for her.
Sounds good.
Her. It really does. I mean, you know what? If that's what you want to do, I mean, that's a good chunk of money.
Yeah, for just laying in bed with someone and hugging them.
Yeah. I guess the thing is anybody will do anything for money, and at least it's not as bad for money. It's crazy. I don't know. Just good for her, basically. And I guess, if you're good at something that you like to do,
if you're good at snuggling,
and you want to make some money, I guess become a professional cuddler. Apparently, this is real. I mean, there ain't really much. There's quite an article. I could sit here and talk and take pics, but Honestly, it's just basically you're getting paid to be a cuddler. That's basically some.
It apparently she has a fucking website that trains you to do this shit. That trains you like cuddling positions and how to cuddle with people.
Good for you.
Like she didn't invent this on her own. She got training from a website.
And again, if you love what you do for a job and you make good money, then go ahead. And like I said, a lesson learned: do a job that you love and you make good money. So you know what? Good for her. Enjoy that almost over $1,500 a week. Enjoy that. You deserve it because apparently you're good at it. Congratulations. And I guess this will lead into our next article. This one you can have fun talking about this one. I'm not even.
It's all for me.
Oh, okay. It's all for you. Have fun. I'll be here just to make slight commentary, but this was all you. Because this gives me the weebie-jeebies. Weebie-jeebies.
Let me get the article up, the picture up first, and then I can. Yeah, I can start talking about it.
Go right ahead. Enjoy.
All right, where the fuck do I begin?
That's the wrong picture.
It's the wrong picture. What do you mean? We're not doing this one right now?
No, that one's the last article.
Oh goddamn. Well,
the one that I'm talking. You got
a sneak peek.
Oh yeah, enjoy that picture while it lasts. No, the testicles.
Oh. Right.
We're gonna leave. You got a sneak preview of the last article, but it's all good.
Of the woman in the last article, yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
So, one moment. I actually forgot about this one.
Yeah, because remember I had to find a different article because the one I said was just a little too over the edge.
I just need to make a folder for this real quick.
Yeah, I think I sent you the picture, right?
You did.
Well, I guess if anybody at this moment, while we're having technical issues, if there's any questions, if anybody's watching, and you want to send us some chat, while he's pulling this stuff up. And again, if you guys, on a side note, if you guys want to send us articles that you find, again, you can email us at thefilthypodcast@gmail.com. This video will be up on his channel when we're done with this, in case you missed it, which I hope you didn't, because that would leave us quite sad. But yeah.
You know,
there it is.
You know, it's I really think that this in general just sounds uncomfortable. But apparently people pay to put Botox in their balls to make them bigger?
Smoother.
Larger and smoother.
Mm-hmm.
But like it's really something that's really bizarre. It's not something you would think of people wanting to increase the size of. And somebody named it Scrotox as well, which, like, what's up with that? But some plastic surgeon in New York apparently began, like, offering to do this and has done it on, like, 15 different people. And he likes to call the procedure ball ironing. What, like, even that sounds uncomfortable to me, the name of the damn procedure. It's, you know, it pretty much has the same exact effect as Botox does. it gets rid of some wrinkles. And it also makes them a little bigger. And apparently they have to go back to do it every 4 months to get even more of the scrotox in their balls.
What I don't understand is why. That just sounds so painful, and no, I would not let anybody near it. I'm sorry. No.
Like, the things people do to change the way their body looks.
Or make them more attractive.
Just to change the way their body looks, because, they can't just accept what they are. And shit. They have to, some want to get breast implants to make their boobs bigger. The guys now putting Botox in their testicles to make them larger and smoother. Just plastic surgeons in general. The amount of people that probably pay just to change how they look because they're not happy with it. I think it's kind of sad sometimes that people are willing to spend so much money just to change what they are.
And again, it leads into what we talked about on our third podcast, was the fact that what the amount of people with money and stupid people would go just to do things. If it's not this, it's buying plastic pants. And if it's not that, it's paying for a stupid concert. And if it's not that, it's paying for a Cheeto shaped in some goddamn form. It is crazy what people with money will do. And on that last note, like I said, people paying for, if they have money, paying for stupid things or good things or whatever. This will lead into our last article for this podcast. And honestly, this is not a bad article. I mean, that's a lot of money. And again, you guys saw the sneak preview because we kind of forgot about this article. But good for her. Good for her. I mean, she's quite an attractive person.
She's also 18 years old.
So I can say that without sounding like a creeper.
I just want to put that out there as he's saying that so he doesn't look like a creeper.
Well, I mean, it is the Filthy Podcast, but we don't get that filthy.
Nope. But this German woman, who is a college student, is trying to sell her virginity for, like, what is it? 100,000 euros? 86,000 pounds? Something like that.
I'll look it up while you're talking.
And, like, she's doing it through an agency called the Cinderella Escorts. All so she can buy a car and help, pay for her school expenses. Which, at least the money's going to something that'll make her future more productive, I guess. So she won't do things, like this just for a living. She's just doing this as a one-time thing to finance her her money or whatever. Her shit.
Somebody says here the student was inspired by some other one, an 18-year-old Romanian model who sold her virginity for $2.3 million. And I sent you on our chat thing how much it would be in US dollars.
Let's see. 111,722.28 US dollars.
So I mean, I guess it's good for her.
That's a lot. That's a lot of money. are people... I don't know. It just kind of fucking amazes me that people are willing to spend that much for something like that. I don't know. It just kind of blows my mind.
I mean, I can understand it. I mean, it's your body. It's just like a tattoo, you know? It's your body. You do what you want with it. You know, if that's what you want to do, it's not like just how it is. Some people, creepy people, will pay for that. I mean, I wouldn't pay that kind of money even if I had that kind of money. I'm not saying that she's not bad looking, but I'm just saying I wouldn't pay for it. It just feels weird. It's just one of those things you don't want to say in your life that you paid for. I don't know. Maybe it's just me personally,
like,
but you know what?
She's an attractive lady, don't get me wrong, but I don't know. Like, that seems way too much to even be worth spending for. Just from anybody in general, no matter how attractive they are.
But again, the thing is each their own. I mean, if you have the body and you're attractive, and there's somebody that would pay that kind of money, and you're kind of low on money, I guess go for it then. So Bobby Boom is back again. He said, "Hey boys, what's the story of today?" Well, we're just ending up wrapping this pretty soon into a nice boy.
German woman, 18 years old, selling her virginity for like over $100,000 US. I don't know how people would want to spend that much for something like that.
So you're telling me if you were rich, you wouldn't spend it for that, even if it was a different woman and she was highly more attractive. This again, you wouldn't pay for it if you were rich, would you, or would you not?
So in a hypothetical situation, if I was filthy rich.
Correct.
No.
Reasons?
Just like I could probably find something better to spend the money on than like just a one-time experience.
But I guess some people have fetishes that they like that. Again, I'm not into that shit. I mean, there is people that buy $10,000 worth of, what the fuck are they called?
Yeah.
Furry suits? Furry suits is what they're called.
Oh my god, the fur suits. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
You know what? We need to have like a podcast, like half the show.
A podcast just about furries?
Yes. How just weird it is. I mean, to each their own. But again, I've seen videos of them getting married and all that shit. I don't know. Bobby Boom says, not to interrupt you, sorry. He says, that's not the first time I've heard that. Still pretty dumb. Even if I was rich, why would I buy this service? No experience and a bit expensive.
Yeah, like if you're paying money just for sex, why would you want a virgin that doesn't have experience? Like, I guess again, as you said, there's probably some people out there that have like a fetish for virgins. I'm definitely not one of those people, though.
But the thing is, what if you're rich and you don't even have experience either? And let's put it this way: you're a rich person, but you're not attractive. That's kind of where I think the situation would come into play.
You can buy other hookers, probably.
Yeah, but you know they're dirty. These ones you know are clean. See, that's where the thing becomes into play. You can, but again, you know those are dirty, but you know this one's clean. No offense. I'm just gonna put that out there.
Isn't it legal in Las Vegas or something?
I do not know.
Like they have. In a place where it's legal, you have regulations, you have checkups. You can travel somewhere where prostitution is legal, and it'll be 100 times safer.
I don't know, man. I don't get into that
Because
business.
like when certain things are legal, they're always safer because then you can regulate them. Like the same thing with weed, like getting passed. Like everybody can just grow their own plants. They're not going to have to buy from other people who probably tampered with it or something. When it's legal and everyone's allowed to grow their own plants, it's safer for everybody. When things are legal, they're always safer. So you could just go to some place in Las Vegas where prostitution is legal, and just pay for a lot fucking less than $100,000 for some girl. You know?
What the fuck, Bobby Boom? Well, Bobby Boom has two different comments. The first one says, rich and not attractive. Sounds like a combination that isn't possible, and she isn't certainly clean, of course. Then he comes back, yeah, come to Holland. Fuck a white whale? No, white
I think
wild.
It's supposed to be a whore.
Oh, fuck a whore, sorry. While smoking weed in front of a cop, calling him an anti-fucker. Ant fucker? Aunt fucker?
An ant fucker.
I don't know.
One who fucks ants.
Again, it comes down to the point where, I mean, she's attractive. If I was rich, probably not. But that's just because I don't have that weird shit. But yeah, he said, thank you, TY, for your message wasn't posted due to conflicts with the channel's moderation settings. It isn't getting filthier. I'm not even going to try to butcher words. But again, yeah, it just comes down to the point. What would you pay for?
Certainly not that much.
But yeah, before we do say goodbye and we close this fourth podcast, I can't believe we actually did it. Can we just congratulate ourselves and say we've been getting pretty far. We're getting better. We've got a kind of a rhythm down so far. We'll get better and better. But I want to say, I think we're doing pretty good so far. I mean, I gotta congratulate us. I mean, I didn't know if we were gonna get to the fourth episode. I thought maybe we'd run out of content or we'd run out of commentary, but apparently we're not. We're gonna bring you the fifth episode, so we're doing, I think, okay. But yeah, before we do close this podcast, and we wanna, if you missed the last podcast, remember, every weekend now we're gonna give an award to one of these articles. Maybe dumb, maybe stupid, who knows? But we'll give a trophy, imaginary trophy, out to somebody that deserves it. And this week, we're gonna recognize, drum roll.
Wait, playing.
Let's give it a round of applause to the ambulance driver that drove himself to the hospital. You, sir, win the badass award for the weekend or week. Congratulations.
I'm fucking up the trophy. Don't worry about it. Nothing's happening.
There it is. There you go. You deserve it.
I tried.
It's all good.
I'm having technical issues.
Oh God, the trophy got big.
But yeah, the badass of the ward of the week goes to the paramedic who drove himself to the hospital while having a heart attack.
Yeah, congratulations, dude. You deserve that, dude. You deserve this award. I maybe maybe he'll see this. Maybe someday he'll see this. I don't know. You're gonna make his picture bigger.
I could make the picture bigger. You're right.
Oh yeah, nobody can see that.
Oh God, now it's the whole screen. It's okay. Just move this up. Wait, how do I do it?
Our technical guy is failing on us.
I'm sorry. I don't deserve it. Why move to the bottom? Make it go to the top. Okay, there we go. That's a little better.
There we go. Not to interrupt you, Bobby Boom has told us another comment. Oh my God, I'm gonna cough again. I've told you about the unbelievable top of the product. Yeah, Shirley, and go filth, even fucking up the trophy. Maybe Chubby needs to drive himself to the hospital with this rate. You mean me? I'm coughing, not him. Oh.
Yeah, wrong person. But yeah, holy shit, you're coughing a lot.
Yeah, I know. My fucking my drink went down the wrong tube. I know that the guy that's over here not me, but him is the chubby one. I'm Geeky Captain. Wrong person. Sorry. No worries, man. No worries. But yeah, he's from. What's your channel name? Oh my lord, I can't.
Chubby broke. How'd you forget my fucking channel name?
I'm about to cough again. That's why. But yeah, I'm the Geeky Captain. And you can find me on YouTube too. Apparently, a lot of people are finding me, even though I haven't really mentioned my name because I don't really mention. This is one of those things that probably the dark side of the Geeky Captain. Nobody probably wants to hear or see.
The dark side.
The dark side. Give into the dark side. Do it.
Holy shit, man.
I'm alright.
Get a hold of yourself.
I had too much filth, that's why I'm dying.
Too much filthiness.
Too much filthiness. Too much filthiness. Well, thank you, Bobby Boom. Thank you for, you always come at the last minute. It's quite interesting.
But it's alright.
But yeah, we'll see you on the next episode too, but not yet.
Holy shit, what a filthy ending. You know, I think I'm just gonna say the outro with this, right? So, thanks guys for joining us in the fourth episode of the Filthy Podcast. We hope that, you know, if you have any interesting articles to send us, you can send them to us at thefilthypodcast@gmail.com. And make sure that if you enjoyed this video, you like it. If you're on Twitch watching this, follow it. And yeah, we'll see you next week.
Thank
Bye.
you guys.